Hello, hello. Welcome back to Code Everest YouTube. This is Josh Feinstein. Today I'm going to do something that I've never done, and my aim with this video is to maybe help some of you that have an idea about something that they want to do and feel like they don't know how to do it and they're kind of worried. Something that I've dealt with in my life for sure. It's like, well, I really want to try this thing, but I really don't know anything about it, and I don't know. So today I'm going to do something that I don't really know that much about, and it is to create my own cryptocurrency. Like maybe some of you, I was lucky enough to buy into Bitcoin when it was at its peak of $13,000. Well, that was the peak when I bought it, and now it's valueless. So my scheme is to create my own coin, and I'm going to make billions of dollars. It is going to be Code Everest Coin. A friend of mine was interested in cryptocurrency, and then someone else pointed out this article that I'm going to show you now. And it is called How to Create Your Own Ethereum Token in an Hour and Verified. Ooh. So let's see if it really takes an hour. There are so many great articles and tutorials and videos of how to do things, even if you have no experience. If you just take your time, read them carefully. I've skimmed this article. I haven't read it, so I don't really know what all the steps are. So let's see what happens. I've never done this, and we'll see what happens. How to create your own Ethereum token in an hour. So this person's saying that they wanted to create their own token. Yeah, all right, let's get started. Step 1. In order to create an ERC20 token, you need the following: a name, a symbol, the token's decimal places, and the number in circulation. So they made one called the most private coin ever. I'll put a link to this in the description, of course. The symbol's 3 question marks. Decimal place is 0. The amount in circulation is 100,000. I want to make 100 billion, but that's me. The decimal place is where things get tricky. Most tokens have 18 decimal places, meaning you can have up to... So I did read this the other day. I don't understand this. It's saying you can have up to 0.00001 tokens. I guess they mean 0.000 repeating to 1 of a token, like a tenth of a token, 100th of a token. By saying like 10th tokens, that's confusing to me. When creating the tokens, you need to be aware of what decimal places you'd like and how it fits into the larger picture of your project. I don't know how this fits into the larger picture of my project. We'll get to that when we get to that, I suppose. For me, I wanted to keep it simple, wanted people to either have a token or not, nothing in between. I think I'd like them to be able to trade pieces of tokens. You could choose one if you wanted. People have half a token. 18 is the standard, so maybe we'll go with the standard. Step 2, code the contract. Here is a contract that you can essentially copy-paste to create your ERC20 token. Shout out to Token Factory for the source code. Let's check out Token Factory. So this is a GitHub repo. This allows the simple creation of a standard token. It requires an injected Web3 Mist or MetaMask to function. It also has UPort support. These are all things that I'm unaware of, but I'm not scared. I'll figure it out. We need something called Truffle. Interesting. All right, well, there is a README. So should we clone and download this, or should we just copy paste? I think I want to follow the tutorial, so I'm just going to copy paste this code. Throw it into your favorite text editor. All right, let me grab all this. Oh, Command A is not going to work here. Solidity. So from my limited understanding, I believe that Ethereum tokens are coded in a language called Solidity, which must be what this is. So let's grab this. We're going to open VS Code, and then I can start a new project, I guess, for our token here. Code Everest Coin. Ooh. So let's see. I'm going to... Computer runs a little bit slow while I'm recording. There it goes. So go back. make a new directory called Code Everest Coin. We're gonna make, what kind of file would this be? No idea. Did he say? Interesting. What type of files are used for Solidity? Types. I'm not sure. Maybe I will fork this repo. I'm going to fork it. Should only take a few seconds. Oh my god, I can't wait till one day it says it should only take a few days. Clone or download. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do git clone. Let's, oops, get into this window. Token factory. Huh. There's an index. Someone's tracking Google Analytics. Interesting. So what did they say in the tutorial? They said that we need, oh, sorry. Here, we need to do npm install. All right, that was quick. And this. Truffle serve. Oh boy. Don't know what that is. Let's see if we can find out while it's installing. Truffle npm. Truffle is a development environment, testing framework, and asset pipeline for Ethereum. Oh, cool. Aiming to make life as an Ethereum developer easier. With Truffle, you get built-in smart contract compilation, linking, deployment, and binary management. Automated contract testing with Mocha and Chai. That's cool. Configurable build pipeline with support for custom processes. Scriptable deployment and migrations framework. Network management for deploying to many public-private networks. Interactive console for direct contract communication. That's above my understanding of cryptocurrency. I have bought cryptocurrencies through exchanges. My understanding of smart contracts, which is what Ethereum's built on, Bitcoin's kind of one-trick pony. You send tokens, receive tokens. There's a transaction involved. A transaction of that type is a type of contract, but apparently with Ethereum, it uses the blockchain, I believe, to have not a single source of truth, but many sources of truth for any type of transaction. I don't have examples to give you because I'm not quite sure how this is used in the real world, but it could, execute when a certain file is sent from one person to another, or, if you do want to buy this many Ethereum tokens back and forth. I believe that is what they mean by smart contract. It's a piece of code that executes when something, when some pre-agreed upon action is taken. And because using blockchain, the data of what's happening and who all the participants are is held and managed in multiple places, it's considered secure because no one person can go in and manipulate the data. I'd love for any cryptocurrency experts watching this to maybe post in the comments, let me know if that's accurate. If I'm missing something, it'd be interesting to learn more. Instant rebuilding of assets during development. External script runner that executes scripts within a Truffle environment. All right. What do we got here? Error. Let's see the README. Same thing as from GitHub, obviously we just read. Here's a JS file. So our exports. This looks kind of like a configuration of some kind. Human standard token. Oh, this must be the code. Why is it human? .sol. Ah, so that's the file type, not JS, but SOL. Let's see if this matches the code from the tutorial. Contract token in a bracket, Solidity 044. Import token, not SOL. Here. Yep. Okay, so token.sol. So this must be the code for, oh, interesting. There's this, and then underneath that, contract standard token. Ah, here's a standard token. Interesting. All right, today's not the day to not have air conditioning. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. Oh, it's getting hot up in the studio. Apologize for the white noise. Again, my comfort trumps my desire for you to not hear white noise. You're going to want to replace everything in the text area where it says change these variables for your token. That means change the name, the symbol, no more than 4 characters, the decimal places, how much you as the owner want to start off with. The amount of tokens in circulation, keeping it basic, make this seem... The supply you set for the token is correlated to the amount of decimal places you set. For example, if you want a token that has 0 decimal places to have 100 tokens, the supply would be 100. But if you have a token with 18 decimal places and you want 100 of them, then the supply... See this? I don't know if I'm missing something here. If I have 0.01 tokens and I've got 100 of them, why would the number of total tokens be dependent upon how much you can break them down in decimals? If I've got $1, I can trade 100 pennies. I still only have $1. Saying if I want 100 tokens and each token has 18 decimal places, I would need this many tokens. I feel like I'm missing something. You set the amount of tokens you receive as the creator of the contract. Right. Balances message.sender equals number of tokens here. Whatever you set here will be sent to the ETH wallet of wherever you deploy the contract. But for now, just set this equal to the supply so that you receive all the tokens. Alright, let's take a look at this code here. Well, actually, now we know that it's an SOL file, so maybe outside of this token factory folder, we'll make a file called Code Everest Token.sol. And then now we can copy paste what we were told to copy paste here. Okay, save that. UINT 256 supply. The address information. Well, this is the part of looking at something new where I start to feel a little bit overwhelmed. I'm not quite sure what I'm being told here. So let's take it slow. Contract token. So this is just one block of code. Contract token. I kind of feel like contract here is kind of like a function or a class. It's kind of more like a JavaScript class. We're declaring the class token, and this token does all this stuff, whatever this stuff is. And then the standard token is token. Yeah, this reminds me of classes. So this is what a token is, and then the standard token kind of, I mean, this could be wrong. This is just my first impression, but it's like standard token extends the class token, if you know JavaScript. Function transfer address to returns bool success. So it's going to return true or false. Default assumes total supply can't be over max 2 to the 256 minus 1. So I'm guessing that is the that's the standard 2 to the 256. If your token leaves out total supply and can issue more tokens as time goes on, you need to check if it doesn't wrap. Replace the if with this one instead. That's kind of cool. So our tutorial here says change anything that is all caps and says change. So let's do a search for that. Where does that show up? Standard token is here, and then change these values. Make sure this function name matches the contract name above. So if your token is called tutorial token, make sure the contract name above is also tutorial token instead of ERC20 token. So this will be Code Everest Token. I want to use the word coin because I like shucking standards. So then this would be Code Everest Coin. Has a nicer ring to it, don't you think? Alright, balances number of tokens here. So then I believe this is the standard. Oh, yeah, that's how many I'm going to get. That's how many in the total supply. Code Everest Coin. What was it? Name of your token here. So maybe it can be, oops. Code Everest Coin. Like Dogecoin. Decimals 18. Symbol CEC. Alright, save that. Let's make sure there's not already a coin. Cryptocurrency CEC. Oh man. Coin Epic. Oh, this is an exchange. Token CEC, right, okay. Interesting. Country Slovakia. Beaten by Slovakia again. CET. Code Everest. What about CEV? Code Ev? I think we got one. Oh, R3 CEV. What's that? This is, I guess, a little bit of market research. Shared ledger, private blockchain. I believe shared ledger goes back to what I was saying before about not having a single source of truth. Everybody that maintains Ethereum, for example, keeps a copy of that blockchain. So the ledger, if you think about like an old liquor store or something in the 1800s, the shopkeeper had a ledger of all the sales, inventory, who owes what money, and that was the single source of truth for that liquor store. If that guy, let's say you owed $100 and he just changed it to 200, you come in and say, I owe you 100. He said, no, it's 200. Look at this ledger. You can argue with him. He could take you to court. He'll show you the ledger. He'll show the judge the ledger. You're going to say it was only 100, Your Honor, and then what are you going to do? But if every single person in the town had a copy of that ledger instantaneously all the time, and he tried to claim it was 200, but everyone else in town had a copy that said, no, it's 100, and you go to court, you're going to win. That is, I believe, the concept of a shared ledger. And you know, why blockchain as a technology is can be useful. Symbol, we're going to go with CEV. Whatever. Approves and then calls receiving contract. Function, approve and call. Address, spender, UINT 256, value, bytes, extra data. Call the receive approval function on the contract you want to know. This is pretty interesting stuff. I wish maybe I can try to find a tutorial that explains all this syntax in greater detail. If spender.call SHA-3, I believe, is a type of encryption. Let's see if that's correct. SHA-3. Yeah. It's the latest member of the secure hash algorithm family of standards. It uses sponge construction. This is why I think this is so fascinating. I want to make a coin, but now I'm learning about sponge construction. What is sponge construction? It's part of cryptography. A sponge function or sponge construction is any of a class of algorithms with finite internal state that take an input bit stream of any length and produce an output bit stream of any desired length. Sponge functions have both theoretical and practical uses. Huh. Interesting. Definitely want to look into that a little bit more later. So it looks like I've changed everything that needs to be changed. Let's go back to our tutorial. You set the amount of tokens as the creator. Whatever you set here will be sent to the ETH wallet of wherever you deploy the contract. But for now, just set this equal to the supply so that you receive all the tokens. If you're wanting to be more advanced with the token logic, you could set it with different rules, like different founders of your projects would receive different amounts. Ah. But I am the sole CEO of Code Everest Coin. I want them all. Maybe I'll give them to people as birthday presents. Next, test it on the testnet. Okay, cool. We're moving quite along here. It sucks to deploy a contract on the mainnet, pay for it, and then watch it fail. I may have done that while creating my own token, this author says. First, if you don't have it already, download MetaMask. Okay. I'm getting Star Fox 64 vibes here. I'm almost having more fun doing this with the mouse than doing this project. Snap out of it. Alright, so let's get the Chrome extension, I guess. This is cool. Add to Chrome. Yes, please. So what does this do? Checking. Alright, now we wait. Checking. I don't know what it's checking. There's a website here. Oh, there it is. MetaMask.io. Oh, that's just where we were. So what is this? Welcome to MetaMask. MetaMask is a secure identity vault for Ethereum. It allows you to hold Ether and tokens and serves as your bridge to decentralized applications. Jargon. New password. Okay. Your unique account image. This image was programmatically generated for you by your new account number. Oh, that's cool. You'll see this image every time you need to confirm a transaction. So we better remember this. I'm going to take a little screenshot. I might print it out and get it tattooed on my forehead to be extra secure. I really like these terms of uses that make you scroll to the bottom. I'd like to build one of those. See how they work. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, I'm not going to read it. That would be insane. Your secret backup phrase makes it easy to back up and restore your account. Never disclose this backup phrase. That's the one thing I don't like about cryptocurrency. It's like, it's kind of creepy the way it's like everything's so secure. It makes me paranoid. Like, Escape, this is just weird. Alright, bus grapes. Sounds good. Tips, store it in a password manager. Write it on a piece of paper in a secure location. I'm not a spy. I'm just a guy with a channel on YouTube. Download the secret backup phrase? This is insane. Alright. Confirm your backup phrase? Oh my god. I feel like James Bond. Where did I even put it? You're seeing what's on my desktop. It's embarrassing. Exchange. Oh, come on. Exchange usage ritual leisure. Exchange usage ritual leisure. For all I know, they use the same one. Flavor page hedgehog. Flavor page hedgehog. Sure. Loan apart clock bus grape. Where's loan? Loan apart. Did it use clock? Oh yeah, clock bus. Blech. Bus grape. What? Buy on Coinbase, Shapeshift, deposit with Shapeshift. I'm getting creeped out. Shapeshift? Come on. Alright, back to the tutorial. My MetaMask window should look like this. Does it? No. Was I not supposed to use the Chrome extension? Am I supposed to download this? Expand view. Testnet. I gotta get to the testnet. Which one did he use? Rinkeby? Ropsten. Oh, the first one. Okay, so we're in the testnet now, apparently. This is like super secret, apparently. Just if any of you are thinking of hacking my coin, whatever hashes I get in this video, I'm gonna delete all this and start over so you can't steal it, so don't even try. I know you guys want my Code Everest coin. This wallet is going to be the owner of our contract. I might even change the name of the coin so you don't even know whose it is. Probably should, in fact, because I'm a spy now. Don't lose this wallet. If you'd like it not be MetaMask, you can use, I recommend blah, blah, blah. Head to the Solidity Remix compiler. It's an online compiler that allows you to publish the smart contract straight to the blockchain. This is nuts. Copy paste the source code into the main window, okay? This is kind of like, did you guys ever make those model kits when you're little, like a little airplane, and like you crack out all the pieces and you read the instructions, and you're like, wait, this goes here and this goes here, and at first it just looks like a bunch of nonsense, and then you're like, whoa, I have a plane. I have no idea what I'm doing. The ID will not be updated. Make a backup of your contracts. So this looks like REPL, but for SOL files, apparently. All right, so let's copy all this nonsense, paste it in here. I think ballot.sol is just like a standard starting phrase, file name. Start to compile. I don't know if I was supposed to compile. All right. Now go to settings on the right and select latest release compiler, not nightly, as well as unchecking enable optimization. Whoops. Settings. Where are the settings? Ah. Compiler version. Newest one, not nightly. Okay. Enable optimization said to not check that, right? Keep note of the version. We'll need that later to verify the contract source. Okay, let's take a screenshot of that. Enable personal mode. Light theme, dark theme. So what do I do now? That's stuck. So now auto compile. Oops. Okay. Create under tutorial token. I keep switching to a different program. It's a different tab. Create. I feel like this UI has changed since this tutorial was written. When was this written? This is from last year. Last week might be too old. What do I do now? Publish on Swarm? What does this say? Nothing in here. Start to compile. This is not that many lines of code. Browser? Interesting. This looks like it's just spinning. I'm clicking on stuff, nothing's happening. Let me refresh. See what caches. Maybe we should just go to this new link. As we were forewarned. Yep, this looks better. Let's grab all this. Paste all this. Okay, compiler version. This one, auto compile. Source file, contract token. Huh. Line 3. Not very descriptive. Oh, is this where it's supposed to be? Wait, why does that say standard token, not Code Everest Coin? Oh, that's right. Contract token. Parse error, source file. Oh, so does this contract look for a source file that doesn't exist? Let's go back here. I noticed this colon standard token. Interesting. Maybe we'll start over with the source code provided in the tutorial without editing anything. Maybe that's the problem. No. Parse error source file. What's this? This is a whole new world of trouble I've got myself into with this video. Huh. Alright, so the claim of making this in under an hour was maybe true last year when everything in this article worked as described. The screenshots seem to be a little bit different than what I'm seeing. I immediately got an error on the link for this compiler saying that it's moved to a new place. I think this is a good place to stop for part one of this project, creating a cryptocurrency. I was going to shut the AC off, but I don't have the remote. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting. I'm definitely going to pick this up in a part two. Please subscribe to Code Everest if you like these videos. If you have any ideas for new topics, constructive criticism about the channel, things you'd like to see, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions about what to do next before part two, maybe you see that I'm making a mistake that I'm not aware of, please let me know. Again, thanks for watching Code Everest. This is Josh Feinstein, and I'll see you soon.